Hello everyone, welcome to Real Auto Reviews. My name is Shiraz and this is the Citroen C5 Aircross facelift, which essentially means that this is the same car as earlier mechanically. However, there have been changes made to the exterior, and of course there are a few on the inside as well. We'll talk about those when we get inside. And without getting into each and every design element, I'll just tell you that this car did not need any facelift. The previous car looked great as well. However, I have to admit that yes, this looks even better now, and those alloys are sick. I mean, seriously, those alloys look great. And I must tell you this, that in the past few days that I've been driving this car did manage to turn a few more heads than the previous car did. Yes, I drove that too. And yeah, that's the long and short of it. Let me just get inside and talk about the car more. On the inside, there are two major changes. Okay, the first one is this: you now get a bigger screen, and you do not see the gear lever. So your question would be, how do I change gears? And this is how you do it. And of course, you do not see the dial as well. So this is where you will choose your modes. All right. And Citroen say that they have added a bit of padding in the seats, and honestly, I've driven the previous car quite extensively. This one feels as comfortable as that one. You would not be able to, even if you drive them back to back, you would not be able to tell the difference. But then yes, the previous car was very comfortable, and this one is no exception. All right, so like I said, I have driven the previous car extensively. If you see that review, you'll see that it's a very comprehensive review, so I'll keep this one short. See, so quickly, performance. This car has ample of performance. In fact, I have said this earlier, this is perhaps one of the best engine gearbox combos that you can buy in this segment. All right, be it the initial performance, like the 0 to 100 acceleration, okay, your overtaking is a cinch, even in eco mode, and top end performance, braking, everything is absolutely fantastic. All right, look at this. Plus, this is the most fuel efficient car in this segment. I mean, we're talking about a fuel efficiency figure around 13-14 if driven with a light foot in the city. Okay, and on highways, again, if you do not have a heavy right foot, you can get anywhere between 18 to 20, or maybe even more than 20 if you are a bit cautious. So that's exceptional fuel efficiency for this kind of performance. Now, the most outstanding part about this car is its ride quality. I mean, it's phenomenal. In fact, it's even better than most Germans, which cost more than 10 lakh rupees than this car. Now, for example, of course, I'm talking about the entry-level Germans. The ride quality of this car is brilliant, and that is why you'll buy this car. Okay, now, why would you? Okay, I've put it in sport. Okay, it's making a bit of noise. Okay, there are no vibrations whatsoever. Okay, however, the previous car, okay, was not as noisy. I don't know why this is a bit noisier than the previous car. But then once you are cruising at say 90-95 kilometers per hour, okay, the cabin is absolutely silent. I mean, then it's one of the most silent cabins at this price point. and which actually okay, I'm talking about the cruising part of it. So this is an 8-speed gearbox, and your question would be, what speed should I be cruising at to extract the maximum fuel efficiency on highways? The answer to that is 88 kilometers per hour. However, there is a catch. If you set the cruise control at 88 exactly, okay, it will stay in 7th gear. So what you should be doing is, you should be taking it to 100 kilometers per hour. In fact, 97 is that limit, 97 kilometers per hour. Okay, then it shifts into 8th gear, and from there you bring it down from here to 88 kilometers per hour, and it remains in the 8th gear. Of course, you can, put 90, you can put 95 as well, but then 88 is the lower limit. In fact, let me give you the verdict. See, there are no two ways about the fact that this car is definitely overpriced, especially when you compare it with the Jeep Compass and the new Tucson. I mean, this is more of a hard purchase. All right, you want the car with the best ride quality, you want a brilliant engine gearbox combination, you want that premiumness, okay, that the ladder frame SUVs would not give you. Then this is a very nice option that you may consider. So that was my short review of the Citroen C5 Aircross facelift. And if you have any questions, please do feel free to put them in the comment section below, and I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you so much.